What's up everyone, my name's Eric. Welcome to my channel. Today's gonna be a little different. I came to this realization that I can't even really find on YouTube trading videos, topics, whatever that I'm interested in. Like, I want actionable trade ideas, right? Whether they're good or bad, indifferent, that's up for me to decide, but I wanna see legitimate trade ideas, right? But I can't find them. Everyone does these super generic technical analysis of oh, this is going to go up or down. And I'm guilty of the same thing. I did these Tesla videos that, they got some good views, but they're super generic. I didn't recommend up or down either way, really. But in my defense on that Tesla one, it's kind of at a tipping point that could go up or down. So sometimes an indecision is a decision, just to wait and see. However, that's not what people do at all. I realized I follow, several stock channels or stock people, whatever you want to call them, and these YouTube quote unquote gurus, and yeah, none of them really give you actionable ideas. So hopefully I can fill that gap. Again, whether these are good, bad, indifferent, I don't know, but I'm just gonna start sharing a lot of my trades, and hopefully it helps you, or hopefully it helps me, hopefully it helps us both. So with that being said, I had 3 trades today. They are highlighted here at 12, 13, 14. I sold an 82 call on the weekly for Snap, and in CHWY, I sold the 85.5 put, and for Plug, I sold the 26 put. And then all 3 of these are actually on the weeklies. So they all expire here in 4 days. And if I scroll over here, each one of these, when I opened the trade, had roughly 88, 74, and 75% pop, or probability of profit. So if we go back here, let's start with the Snap trade. All right, so all these charts, I'm gonna be on the 30-minute time frame, most likely. And starting here with Snap, they completed this 5 ways up, and then they had this huge ABC correction, and then they're 1 up, 2 down, and now we are starting a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 completion here on the smaller wave, which then equals 3 up here. So now this 3 intermediate wave is in a correction down to the 4th intermediate wave. And I sold the 82 call up here for 60 cents. Let me move that down just a little bit. And they had earnings just, a couple days ago, and they had a massive spike up here. So I'm basically shorting that spike up. And I sold this 82 call, which means I need the price to stay down. And again, this is just for this week, right? So the next 4 days, I need this to stay down here. And on the weeklies, the profit target that I look at is essentially for it to expire worthless or close to it. So if I sold this for 60 cents, I'm probably trying to look under 10 cents to close the trade out. Obviously that can change if I think it's going to reverse on me and push this higher. Then, maybe I'll just close it out at a slight profit or break even, or even a small loss, right? So that's something you need to decide. You need to decide what your risk level is for these kind of trades, especially the calls, because the calls in theory can keep going against you forever, right? They can just keep going up. I mean, even the puts can, but the reality that a stock is going to go to 0 is pretty low, where a stock could go, from 80 to 100 is actually pretty likely in the grand scheme of things. So anyways, just keep that in mind. With this is a naked call, so if it goes against you, it could, the losses could add up quickly. With that being said, you can roll it out to the next week for a credit and stuff like that. So anyways, I sold this 82 call for 60 cents. Back here at the spreadsheet, let's see, that had an 88% pop when I opened the trade this morning. Let's go to CHWY now. So CHWY here, this is the 30-minute chart again, and after the ABC correction on the intermediate wave, you now had a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5th wave higher for, this is in the wrong spot, 5th wave higher for the minor wave, and now this intermediate, which was the top of intermediate wave 1, and now my 2 cents is that this correction for wave 2 is in, and we are now headed higher. So I sold the 85.5 put for $1.05. This one is definitely a little more aggressive. And again, this is the 30-minute chart. I think I sold this, up in this range around 88. And then throughout the day, it sold off to whatever this is, 86.25-ish, give or take. So this one's gone against me a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And with these puts, if this breaks my put, I will definitely look into rolling this. I have a long-term bull outlook for CHWY, so I would have no problem rolling this out to the next week if I needed to, but we'll see. I mean, right now it's still above, even though it's gone against me, it's still above my 85.5 put, because when I opened the trade, it had a 74% pop, and I opened it here at the 25 delta. The snap was at 18 delta because it was a call, so I went a little more conservative. This one I went slightly more aggressive at the 25 delta on the weekly, and that leaves me with the 74% pop. So yeah, I guess one more thing here with the put is I obviously want the price to stay above or equal to the 85.5 put in the next few days. And again, I'm looking for this to expire worthless or close to it. And if I need to roll it, or even if I had to take assignment, I would be okay with that. So that's just something to consider with your strategy, whether or not you can take assignment or not, or if you want to roll it. I mean, that's kind of the whole strategy here. I have a friend in the Discord chat, and he tipped me off to this trader guy on YouTube that's kind of quit making videos. I forget his name. I think it's called the Premium Trader, as in he sells the premium. And he does this weekly cycle where I've typically been on the monthly cycle, but I'm intrigued by this weekly cycle. It's essentially the same thing, except you're a lot more active. Obviously, you're trading on the week and then instead of the month, right? Which for me, I have the time to do that. If you don't have the time to trade on the weekly, then obviously don't do this. It's a lot more active and hands-on than trading monthlies. I mean, monthlies, you can come in every couple days and check on things and nothing really changes, where the weeklies, they change pretty much day by day. So anyways, here with CHWY, I just want this to stay above 85.5 in the next, 4 days, and I will be good to go. All right, the last trade of the day for me was here in Plug. Similar to CHWY, I sold a 26 put here. This one's real low at 38 cents. However, the buying power for Plug here is much lower. It's only at 423. So if you're looking at 38 cents divided by 423 or $38, if that expires worthless, that's just short of 9% for the week, which is pretty good actually. Anything above like 2 to 3 or 5%, certainly anything above 5% for the week is pretty good usually. I mean, as you can see, CHWY was a lot higher at 1360 and Snap was, relatively high at 838. So Plug down here at 423 is pretty low. It's the 27 delta, and then it had the 75% pop. Kind of similar situation. It had this run up 3, 4, 5, and then ABC correction. My 2 cents on the Elliott wave count is that this is the bottom here for the minor wave 2, and then this is going to start working higher. This could even be the next 1-2, right? It could be like this, the 1-2, so then a 1-2, and then we're headed higher. So again, similar strategy, looking for it to expire worthless or close to it. And this one, definitely I would look at assignment if I had to, because it'd only be $2,600 on one contract. And yeah, so I just need this to stay above 26 in the next 4 days, and I will eventually get paid. All right, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.